all alone. Time for the transition. Ah, yeah. Oh, hello. Hi. Happy Thursday or Friday. Thursday/Friday/ it's almost the end of the week. Spoopy. It's so spoopy. Oh, hello. How's everyone? Where is my... Where did my file go? Hold on a minute. It was here like 2 seconds ago. Where did my page? Oh, here it is. Hey. Sleepy? I'm kind of sleepy. It is a sleepy Thursday kind of day. Oh, let me... I thought I opened it up. I'm so derpy. Let's see. Lots of busy stuff going on. But today we will be doing the second part of the OtaBi series, Otaku for Beginners. Or you might not necessarily be a beginner, but some of these terms you might not have heard of before, maybe. So, what the heck is this series, first of all? First of all, where's the BGM? That's more important question. Bam, there we go. What is OtaBi? What is OtaBi? OtaBi is like a series that I am starting. Technically, this is the second episode where we deep dive, not really deep dive, but we kind of go over some beginners or like, did you know facts about all things otaku. So, for example, in this part 2, it's in the J Idol series. It's a 3-part series where we go over different terminologies that is used in otaku land. The more deeper dive discussions and stuff we do in members only streams. But for these ones, it's just to, like, you know, dip your toes in to if you've ever wondered like where some terms or some words came from, you don't exactly know. Sometimes I don't exactly know. So when I'm researching all this stuff, it helps a lot. And I'm like, oh, it makes sense now. Turns out you're only a surface level otaku. That's no problem though. That's okay. Whether you are deep into the rabbit hole or just a new beginner digging the first hole, hopefully this series will help you learn some cute things about all things otaku related. And yeah. First episode we did J Idol, like what are J Idols? Today I guess we did why are J Idols? Why are J Idols and what are J Idols? And now we're doing how are J Idols? How? Wait, who, what, when? Who, what, when, where? Where are J Idols and how are J Idols? Those are the 2 questions we are completing for today. We're talking about J Idol activities, well, technically when is J Idol is also a thing. But yeah, we're talking about the artist, the idol side of it for today. And then in the next time when we go over the series again, it's gonna be the fan side. So that's why I wanted to like split into 3 parts, because there's a lot of terms. It's terms about like the activities they do, and sometimes you don't even realize it. When you're just like learning about things. So yeah, we'll be going over that, and then I'll update the schedule, the announcement and the schedule stuff later. I do want to cover all of this information, and like last time, I wrote a lot of terms, so hopefully we can like noom past them. But yeah, today I have ice water with me. Ice water is nice. Ice is nice. I don't know. Some days it's still like hot tea. hot tea days. Some days it's like, yeah, I definitely need some ice water to go. Because this room is too hot. Soju is close enough to water. I mean, they look the same, right? The only difference is, I don't know, you get a little tipsy after one of them. And it's definitely not soju. Ah, okay. But yeah. This time around, I kind of cheated a little bit on my slides. How are J-idols? Yeah, I wish we went into like the psychological aspects of J-idols, but we can leave that for another day. Alright, so this time around, I still have those little cue cards, but I didn't do images. They're actually just embedded into the page. Announcement and all that stuff I'll do at the end of stream. I want to get through everything first. I want to get through all the stuff first. Because we're learning what J-idols be doing. Hopefully the text is big enough. If not, I am screwed because I made 24 cue cards this time. And they are all like this. They're all like this in text, and I am a dum-dum and did not make it a component as I should. I always complain about how things are never in components, but I myself, when I'm working on my own things, I don't make them as components. I'm a silly fool. Alright, what the heck is a major debut? So last time around we talked about how there's like indie chica idols, underground idols, and then like debuted idols. A major debut is when like an indie steps over and becomes an idol, like a debuted idol. What the heck does that even mean? It means like they release a single, their very first single, with a major label. So think Avex, think J-Storm, think Universal. These really big music not conglomerates. Sony Music, yes, Sony Music is a very big one. When they release their first single, that's when they're called that's called a major debut. Sometimes some groups, so if you're what was it called? Smilage, Anger Me, and Gerb. Yeah, a corporate. Well, technically, some indies are corporate idols in a sense. So there is some difference, though. So there is some difference. When you're a trainee or something, sometimes your company will assign you into trainee groups, or it's always like they do indie singles for like some of these different. They bring in different trainees and then mix them into a group one time, and then next time they mix people up again. Indie singles are when you don't have like a big debut, but the thing is, like in Hello Project, there's a group called Smilage where they're supposed to achieve. I think it was part of their debut process. Is like they can only debut if they have an X amount of fans accumulated by the end of the year or something. They were given a timeline and they had to recruit a lot of fans during that time. And I think they did like 4 or 5 indie singles in order to promote their group. They use these to sing in concerts from their senpai concerts and stuff, or like their mini concerts, mini lives. And during that process, they weren't really considered debuted group. At any point, they can just like disband and go away. Recruit fans. That like I mean like I don't know what kind of like other term is appropriate, because at that point you really are you're trying to recruit as many fans as possible. You're not gaining them, you're recruiting them. Join their cause. You're supposed to like persuade people to join their cause. Gen colors? Gen colors we already covered in the previous OtaBi. Attract fans. Well, but like not really though. Like attract fans. You can attract them. But like if you don't like successfully keep them, like attracting means like you kind of gain the attention, but like they could leave at any time. Both the idols and fans have it hard because as a fan, your idol might disappear in less than a year. Yeah, like I mean, like that's the big thing. Like some of these giant agencies, idol agencies and stuff, they're like, if you don't reach these numbers by like the end of the year, you're disbanded. You're still a trainee. You are not considered the next debut group. And you have people such as, please excuse this name, Kiss My Foot. You have groups such as Kiss My Foot, where they where they were basically they basically were indies for the longest time ever. You know what? I'm kind of curious how long they were. Like they didn't debut until they were 30. I'm pretty sure. Kiss My Foot. Kiss My Foot is spelled KIS-MY-FT2. It is technically their name is Kiss My Foot 2. Help. Technically, that's what their name is called. The letters are consistent of everyone's members' first names or something. Ugh. But anyways, they were officially formed in 2005? 2005. That's when their group was formed as a indie. Where's Kiss My Foot 1? No such thing. No such thing. You could only kiss 2 feet. 2005, but they didn't officially debut until 2011. Really, I felt it was longer than that. So it's like a 6-year period. 6-year period of indiness before they had their final like big label, which is Avex. Well, I mean, they had Avex for a while, but there are a lot of really interesting names for groups. This is one of them. But it depends. Like how a group gets its debut is determined by their agency. We will be discussing agencies as well a little later on. But it's basically the producer, P-chan. It depends on whether or not they think you are ready as a group to go big time. It could, like, there's a lot of different activities that will be going alongside with it, but this is like a very, very big milestone for a lot of like indie or trainee idols. That's when they like officially get a brand of some sort. Is there a term for the opposite, going from major to indie? That's just called graduation. That's just called graduation, guys. I'm not joking. That is true. I'm not joking here. But that is graduation. I will be going over in a little bit in this stream. But yeah, basically, graduation is actually has positive connotations in the idol world. To some certain extent, there's some positive connotations, but Yeah, we're talking about debuts right now, guys. Let's save the graduation part to like whenever. I don't even know which one, which slide it's in. Let's save that a little later. But yeah, major debut. You can have like a minor debut there, but a major debut is like officially when you are signed to a giant corpo. Yeah. Okay. Next. Where is oof. PV. P-blee one, nan desu ka? Nani. PV is it's literally a music video, okay? But for some reason in Japan, when a group releases a music video, they don't call it a music video. They just call it a PV, a promotional video, because that's what it does, right? They try to like promote the main single, the featured song of a single or an album. They release this video or a couple of these videos so that it gains attention from fans or like some potential fans. Pay-per-view. That's pay-PV. Teaser. It could be a teaser, but PV is just technically like a full-length music video is also considered a PV. But I think this is an older terminology. Nowadays, like a lot of the let me just search up what nani wa danshi. Do they call it? They call it music videos now. Yeah, like I think more recently, official music video is the correct term, and then promotional videos is just like the CM cut, like the shorter version that you see on TV. Or sometimes when you see it, if you go into a music store, they have like the top 10 new singles playing on a monitor. Yeah, there's like that. But in the past, like these PVs are technically just the music video. And it could be different. It could be like they have different versions. So it could be each idol in a group has like their own face cam version of it. They could be like different scenarios. So it could be like, for example, if I had a music video called Buttery Butterfly, you can have Buttery Butterfly PV at the beach version. Buttery Butterfly at the crane game arcade version. Whatever floats their boat, honestly. It could just be a green screen, and that could be a PV. It could be whatever you want it to be, whatever the producer wants it to be. But yeah, and nowadays most people call it MVs because like even in K-pop, those are usually called MVs and the terms are kind of intermingling. Not much to say about this one though. Whoops. Okay, next one. B-side or coupling song. B-side, whenever like a PV is produced, it's usually for the main side or the A side of a single, right? The feature song is usually the A side. But sometimes a single can have 3 songs or 2 songs. And then the secondary songs are called B-sides. And this is actually from the cassette tape era where I think you have to like I don't even know how this works. Like you put the cassette into the cassette player and then you have the A side is like the main side, but then like you can also flip the cassette and then it has a different sound. It's a different song. It doesn't necessarily have to be the same theme as the main song of a single. And then sometimes when there are 2 songs, they could be both A-sides, which means that the group is gonna like equally promote both songs. So, yeah. It really depends. Like sometimes there's even triple A sides. These terms, honestly, these terms are just whatever people want. It's so funny. You can have a triple A side where they have 3 different versions of a single. They will produce 3 different copies of the single, promoting each one as the main song of that particular CD. And then they'll also do like a PV, promotional video for every one of those. And then you, as a fan, will need to buy all 3 versions in order to get all of the songs. So for example, well, now that I'm trying to think of a triple A side, I don't even remember. Triple A side? I'm just gonna look for triple A because there is a group called Triple A. And I'm pretty sure they did a triple A release. So it's a triple A of a triple A. Me trying to find this is so painful. Album? It's not really an album. Is it some kind of marketing trick to get fans to buy more? It is, because like one sneaky tactic that they do is for these 3 versions of the same single, they change up the main song of each single, and then they only provide the instrumental, the karaoke version of that main song. So you have to buy all 3 of them in order to get all of the karaoke versions, the off vocal versions, which a lot of people really want, especially coverists. Like, that's a pretty important part of the single. You want to sing along with your favorite idols. So that is a version. Let me see, triple A side. Like Hello Project does this a lot. Triple A side. I need to find one example. This is so embarrassing. Here we go. So example is Morning Musume. Morning Musume, a very popular J-pop idol group, has a triple A side single called, the first song is Egao no Kimi wa Tayosa. Second one is Kimi no Kawari wa Iya Shinai. And then the third song is What is Love. So you'll have 3 different jackets, as they're called, the main picture that you see in the front of the CD package. There's 3 different jackets. There's 3 different PVs. And for each one, there's a limited edition version of that single, as well as the regular version. So in total, it's at least 6 versions of the CD that you need to buy. In this case, I think there were 4. So there's limited edition A, limited edition B, limited edition C, and limited edition D, where each one of them has their respective music video for the main song, as well as a dance shot version or a close-up version, or like some other special version that you get with the CD. And if you are a die-hard Morning Musume fan, you will buy all 6 versions of it. Crazy. But like, I don't know, I mean, you kind of wish your favorite, your Oshi, is at least like the main person for one of these songs, and then if they are, then you will buy that particular CD. But if you're a big if you're a die-hard fan, you will buy all versions of it, if you can at least. It's not cheap either. You're a die-hard mall museum? Mall musée? You like to go to museums? I like to go to museums. But yeah, so B-sides are just like some songs. They don't necessarily have a music video to go along with it. It's just like there's no instrumental sometimes at all. It's just like a sidetrack, just to fill up space for the CD. I assume it's several thousand per single. Yeah, roughly like 10,000. No, that's wrong. Roughly 1,000 to 2,000 for regular single albums is a little bit more. And sometimes you can get tickets and stuff. In each one you buy, you might have a chance to do that handshake event, which I will talk about soon. So yeah, speaking of like what kind of bonuses you get. Dokden. Dokden is like a special favor. That's the definition of it, but it just means like additional events that you may have a chance or you were guaranteed a chance to participate if you purchase their CDs during their promotional release period. So you could be like, I'm gonna buy all the versions, limited edition versions, and each one comes with a ticket to do a handshake event. and then it's like, oh, this handshake is 5 seconds long. If I buy 5 of these CDs, I will have 5 times 5, which is 25 seconds with my favorite idol. That could also involve the checkies, so it's like pictures or anything goes, honestly. Do I have tokens? Well, if I ever release a single, I wanna do some like special event, promo event. That'll be fun. But yeah, it's a limited time, so if you buy the single like 6 or 7 months later, you will get a ticket, but you won't be able to do anything with it. It's just a memorial at that point. Yeah, there's all these like different types of special favors, which I will go through, but Riribe, which means release event, release evento. These are what happens. These are what happen. Wait, that's grammatically incorrect. This is what happens during a promotional period. These fan signs or like little release lives, like sometimes they will perform their songs in malls. Sunshine City is a very, very, very well-known place. At the middle of the mall in Ikebukuro, there is a giant fountain water area that they will seal off and let these like idol events happen. Almost every time I went to Sunshine City, there was some kind of event going on. I didn't have tickets to get into it, but it was fun just watching you can watch from like the 3rd floor. You can just like peep down and see what's going on. One time it was a reading, a manga reading or something, there was like seiyus, like voice actors doing a reading of some show or like, I don't know what. I wasn't paying attention, nor did I have any like big knowledge about what's going on. But yeah, these are also a type of promotional activity that idols do in order to get attention directed to their latest release. And it's important because when a single releases, when like one of these like at any time, like when an idol releases a single, a group or an idol group, the first week sales are very, very important because you will be placed on these like music charts such as Oricon, where you are basically in a music ranking chart saying like, oh, I got like 10,000 people to buy my CD on the first week of release. And you get certifications. The JP version of Billboard, yeah, pretty much. You get certifications and stuff too. So you could be like a gold certified release or a silver certified release. And there is a very famous famous incident. I think it was between like I don't remember like the two groups. I think it was like a K-pop group, or was it Niji? I don't remember. Basically, first place and second place were very, very, very close. In fact, it was only one copy difference between first and second place for this particular release between two idol groups. And the only reason why it was like one difference is because the second place group, there was an idol in that group that purchased a single, a CD from the first place person. And then everyone's just like, bruh, if you didn't buy that single, you would have tied. Why did you do that? It was kind of funny. Honestly, I don't think it was her fault per se. But the charts are important. The charts kind of signify like how popular you are nationwide. Yeah, if you are in the top Oricon charts, your songs will be played across the nation. And there's like some competition, like between like fandoms and stuff. There are like competitions. They'll be like, we want our group to like succeed, therefore we bought like 50,000 copies, and they fight. Did they know they would tie it? No. It was funny as an afterthought. Like people were joking. I think they were half joking, but they were joking how this girl, because she was a die-hard fan of the first place artist, that she tipped the scales in their favor because of that. They were just trying to like put the blame on someone. But yeah, super fun. Sometimes these release events are public. Like you could just like pop in and do stuff, but otherwise it could be private events. Only if you get the CD. But yeah. Tandoku. Tandoku just means a solo concert event. It could just be like one group is performing, or it could just be one person in a group performing. So, for example, birthday events. Sometimes you can have a solo birthday event, and yeah, like you just like I mean, it's like any sort of event, singing event, like concert event. You sing like a list of songs, but in particular, if it's a solo concert, it's this name. I know a radio man that would go, man, just can't be real life in response to that situation. Ooh, handshake events. Wait, why is there an H? You don't you don't see that. Okay. Handshake events are if you've seen my YouTube shorts, I had a short on what a handshake event was and what a high five, high touch event was. And it is, yeah, basically a handshake event is when you go up to like an idol, you grab these tickets from purchasing CDs and stuff. You go up to an idol and just like shake their hand. And during this process, even though it's like 5 seconds long, you can like say, I mean, you could say whatever you want, but you might be banned depending on what you say. But basically, it's an opportunity to get up close to your favorite oshi or your oshis. And you are time boxed by a person right behind the idol that like has a stopwatch and stuff. They'll start the timer the moment you step right in front of them. Have I ever gone to one? No. I watch them from like far away, like I've seen them before. But for me, I don't know, like boy bands don't really do handshake events that much. It wasn't until what's the name? They're now called Timeless. Sexy Zone. I think Sexy Zone was known to do handshake events, but many boy idol groups do not do handshake events. It's mostly begun by AKB48, but a lot of girl groups do it. Like I wouldn't know what to say in 5 seconds. I mean, I could collect like 10 tickets, so it could be 1 minute, but I don't know what to say. I have friends who went to handshake events, and the more often you go, the like higher the chance people remember you, but like it really depends. It really depends if the idol has good memory and if they can recognize faces and voices and stuff. So the minute meet and greets at VTuber conventions is already way too short. What's 5 seconds gonna do? Right? It's literally just a touch. Just to touch your favorite Oshi. In an appropriate manner, guys. Appropriate. But yeah, you have an opportunity to purchase like tickets, more tickets than a thing. I saw a tweet of a VTuber doing a handshake event using a screen. Is that a common thing? It's not common, no. There have been events where the VTuber like writes something. It's not a handshake event, but it's similar. Like you step up to one of these events, the VTuber's writing something on their side and it gets transferred to a robot that writes it exactly the way that the VTuber was writing, so they could sign your things for you. But handshakes with VTubers, I think it's like very rare. Most of the times it's meet and greets. And meet and greets could be like, it could be a paid thing, it could be like a non-paid thing. It could be a timed thing or an untimed, what is it called? Off-kai. There's gonna be lots of meet and greets going on. My senpais are having meet and greets, so you should check them out if you're able to. By the way, Off-kai is like fully sold out on tickets. Hopefully the announcement's gonna be out soon regarding Off-kai news. I think I got a heads up saying that they're gonna announce something soon for that. So that's not my announcement for today. Off-kai is always sold out. It wasn't sold out last year, was it? It was sold out at the door, but it wasn't sold out way before it started. The underground weebs are coming out. Honestly, Off-kai is so much better than Anime Expo. Anime Expo's way too big. Is my announcement a Ran handshake event? Yeah, well, handshake would be pretty fun, but how on earth are we gonna do it? I was gonna suggest something very cursive, but I feel like if I do, then I might attract the wrong crowd, so... Yuck! That's because Off-kai is small as of this time. Yeah. Have the attendant do the handshake for you! No way! That's so sad! Oh my gosh. No, have an attendant, like, put me on, like, a computer and they wear it as, like, a head thing, a headgear. And then they do the handshake instead! Oh my gosh! Excellent. It'd be funnier if it was a robot. That's so dystopian. That's not what I thought. I was thinking more along the lines of other types of limbs that I have, which is like even worse. Even a worse thought. No, I do not consent to that. But isn't there like devices out there? Isn't there devices out there? I think I've seen like robotic hands or like robotic lip touching. Like you put this device at your bedside and then you and like whoever, your partner or your significant other that doesn't live with you, they have to be in like 2 separate places. They have these like devices where like if you touch the robot with the mouth, then like it transfers the kiss over. You know what? I need to find this. I need to know if it's mouth or the hands. Robot mouth kissing. Should I be looking at this stuff? Robot mouth kissing device. Ah, here we go. Robotic lips invented for long distance kissing. Off-tangent talks. Yeah, I don't know if this is off-tangent. I mean, this could be a thing in the future. You never know. Kissing device allows couples to share intimacy from... It's called the long-lost touch. It will be able to mimic the movement, pressure, heat, and sound of a partner's lips. Irk. Irk. I suddenly don't feel very well just reading that. Why would you want to kiss your Oshi? That's what I thought. Like, I don't want that, but imagine there were things for like handshakes in that sense, right? Like a high five or like a handshake. That would be so much more like... Actually, I don't know if it's going to be any more hygienic, but it would make handshakes possible with your VTubers. Just a weird thought out there, okay? Weird thought. I'm so creeped out. How would we know? How would one or other know if it's an actual person on the other side? I think you gotta suspend your disbelief on that. Just imagine. And then your Oshi is incredibly strong that the robot crushes. Oh, you know what? Screw the handshakes. I want to do arm wrestling. I want to do arm wrestling and thigh wrestling. Oh. Heck yeah! I am ready. I'm ready for an arm wrestle. Anytime. Heck yeah. You guys better train properly. Honestly, I feel like my thigh wrestling is better than my arm wrestling. Like, I have pride in my thigh muscles, but I do want to practice my arm wrestlings. I've been lifting weights. I'm working on it. I have strong thighs? Heck yeah! I have strong thighs. You know those are like elastic things that you put? They're like elastic bands that you can put on your thighs to like train their strength. I have a set of those. I also have well, I also go to the gym for both the thighs and the... Guys, don't skip leg day. If anything, don't skip leg day. She-Hulk thighs. Okay, not that scary. I don't drink protein powder or anything. Strong enough to crush a watermelon? Challenge accepted. I need to go find a watermelon. I don't think it's watermelon season yet, though. I can almost... I'm like 100, like the weights that I do. I'm working on it. Gonna stream that. I don't know how we can work. We'll work something out for that. I mean, technically, if I wear everything, like if I wear protection, guys, like 3 layers of... What's it called? Shorts? No. I can't wear my shorts, which sucks. Pre-recorded would be fine, but how would you know that they're my thighs, right? Though, to be honest, if I could just like grab a YouTube video of someone squishing a watermelon, and use that for my stream, no one would know. Apples or oranges? Wait, how would you squeeze an apple with your thighs? They're so small. I need something bigger. I need a wetsuit. Yeah, a wetsuit or like a diver's or like a swimsuit. Yeah. And a kimchi pool, like a little kid's pool, so that the watermelon juice doesn't fall everywhere. Yeah. Yeah, we can do that. Well, that's what a handshake event is, right? But a Zen Aku is a nationwide handshake event. What brought on the thigh squishing tangent? I was like saying like how it's kind of impossible to do handshakes with VTubers, and then we went into the robotic touching, and then I just gave up on that, and I want to do thigh. I want to do arm wrestling and thigh wrestling. But yeah, Zen Anko is just a nationwide handshake event. It's a different type of promo activity, usually for AKB48. Nationwide sounds crowded. Yeah, a lot of these events, because you have to buy the CDs and stuff. It doesn't matter how many CDs you buy. You still have to line up to go do a handshake, and there are limited places nationwide, so they could do a tour. They'll be like, we'll be in Nagoya for 2 days at this music store, and then we'll move over to Tokyo for 2 days, and then Kobe for 2 days. And these tickets sometimes are only redeemable in like certain areas, but most of the time it's redeemable nationwide, so you don't necessarily have to take a bullet train just so that you can go meet one of these nationwide idols. Oh no, what the heck? There you go. Oh, we already at the graduation part here. Wait, did I miss a card? Is that why? Huh. I thought I had more here. Well, before we go to the graduation one, I also want to talk about the procedures for these things. So for handshake events and high five events, there's 2 different types, right? So the first type is, say you have 10 tickets. 10 tickets, and each ticket is worth 5 seconds long. That's one version, right? So when you line up and go up to your favorite idol, you spend all 10 tickets at once. For high touch events, so for example, like Twice when they're in Japan, their tickets that you get from purchasing CDs and stuff, they have a randomized idol. They have a randomized member that you can go get a high five from. They have 9 members, so it's a 1 in a 9 chance times, like, I don't know, probability, math. I love math. Chance so that you can get a 5-second high five with your favorite member. And you can trade, okay? Like, if you have friends and you all have different biases, you can trade between each other, and you can end up with like 5 tickets for Sana, for example. But for these events, the high touch events, these tickets, you have to spend them one at a time. So what you do is you line up in a general queue. So you line up in a general queue, and then when you're near the front of the general queue, it starts splitting off to the 9 members. Ooh. Rico, welcome. Yeah, you split up to the 9 different queues, and then you still line up, right? You still line up to get your turn, because they don't know how many people are lining up for what member, so they just have an open queue at the end. But you can only spend one of these tickets at a time. So once you finish that 5-second high touch, you have to run all the way back to the end of the general queue. Make your way through the tunnel, through the snake, and then you land up at the front again. And then at this point, you can either like go back to the same person high touching, or you can go to another member. And then you rinse and repeat. And there's break times too. So it could be like a 1-hour session with like a 5-10 minute break, and then like another 1-hour, 2-hour session. Is this to avoid someone hoarding a ton of tickets and spend them all at once? Yeah. This is a good way to split the queue up so everyone gets a chance as long as you line up. Otherwise, like if this one person has like, I don't know, 500 tickets, then you end up everyone like, and you have 500 fans, there's 499 of them are gonna be pretty angry. So everyone has an equal chance. Who's my dream handshake idol and Checky? Checky. I mean, any of the J-pop boy bands, any one of them, I would love to have like a little cute picture. So maybe I'm gonna keep promoting Timeless right now because they are looking for auditions for their new members. But I would be happy just to get like any sort of Checky from Stato Entertainment member. But again, Checkies, like all of these events are generally for female groups. Very rarely do male idol groups do it. But Timeless does do handshake events. And that's what made them popular. That's what made them pretty popular, is because they were one of the very few groups that did handshake events. Do you get Checkies with idols? You do, yeah. You can get opportunities to get Checkies with idols. It could be like a smaller event and stuff, but it is possible. Most of the times, when you do one of these like not handshake events, but like a fan sign event, when you bring something for them to sign. Checky, we will be going over Checkies, but it's basically one of those Polaroid pictures that you can take a picture, snap a picture with your favorite idol, and then they can decorate it. Or not, depends. But yeah, there's different, I guess there's different chances and stuff. I think it'd be pretty fun to have a picture. But yeah, these events can go on for hours. Fan signs, I didn't really want to go into it because that's mostly a K-pop thing. But most of the time, these things are usually Checkies or handshakes or just like a small little chat. Yeah. Okay, let's go. That's not the right one. Let's go with the graduation chat. In the VTuber Landias, we know graduation as when a VTuber stops being that persona. I think, well yeah, in one sense, it's basically like when they stop activities as that persona, as that VTuber. And the origin of that word actually comes from idol graduations, which is when an idol resigns or stops activities as from their group, or like if they're a solo thing, they could also graduate and move on to other things. Graduations aren't necessarily a bad thing. In this sense, idols, being an idol, a Japanese, like a J-idol, is actually a stepping stone to other careers in the industry. That's why a lot of J-idols are younger. Or when the agency considers them too old. But like, you see it now, like there are like, how old is Morning Musume? Morning Musume is a ongoing running group, right? Some of their oldest members are like 29 or 30, I think. So it doesn't necessarily mean age now. A lot of AKB people are quite old too before they graduate. But it's either the idol suggests that they graduate, or the agency suggests that they graduate. Could be both ways. And for J groups, when they graduate, yeah, the funny thing is, like, Stato Entertainment, like the boy groups, don't necessarily use the word graduation. They simply say they're leaving the group. So again, I think this is like a more female-oriented term. Because like for groups, they just leave. They either get terminated or just leave. Sometimes the announcement is just that they do not wish to renew, and that's it. It's not really a sotsugyo. But usually the announcement happens like, for example, in a concert, or like when they're doing their spring tour or something, one of the concerts, and during the MC sections, this is like announced by the idol themselves. They are indeed sad. Yeah, they are indeed sad, but like I think it depends on the fans as well as the idol themselves on how they want their graduation concerts and stuff to go. So when an idol announces their graduation from a group, they're usually given like a couple of, well, the period of time before their announcement and their actual graduation differs between, like, it's chosen by both the agency and the idol. Like, they could finish their what was it called, spring tour. They could finish one of their concert tours. The last one is the graduation date or graduation concert, or it could be like they're gonna do several tours before they end up graduating. But the graduation concert is gonna be a special one where they wear a special dress, or like they wear a special outfit. They choose a solo song and something. And there's always a section where all the other members of the group, or the members of the agency, they'll come and like write letters to them, and then the graduating person has to read them. They have to read every single one of them, and then they're like trying not to, you know, burst into tears, because it is a very like emotional event. Because it means like, I mean, like it depends, but like sometimes they don't work together anymore because they're like creative differences or something. Sometimes I do see like in Hello Project, when they graduate, they become a member of they're still part of the agency. They're just no longer part of their group. So in that sense, sometimes they're still able to collab with each other. So like when someone has a birthday live, they can pop in, or like they can do duets or something. But yeah, when they outgrow their agency, that's when it's a little bit harder to see their interactions as much. But that's not like written in stone. So for example, Miai, the group that came out of Produce 101 Japan Season 3, the girls that just debuted in April, there's one girl in that used to be part of Hello Project. And a lot of her old senpais, or like old teammates, they celebrated her win. she I think she was first place, I think. So they celebrated her win, and like it's not like forbidden by the agency or anything. I think it's a little bit different in VTuberlandia. Anything else I need to say about graduation regarding J-idols? Yeah, so like when they graduate from their group and stuff, it doesn't necessarily mean that they stop doing idol stuff. They can either go indie at that point or join a different group. It just depends on what they want to pursue in the future, right? Some of them stop being an idol and just like go straight into voice acting. That's an option. Some of them like don't want to do the idol stuff because they just want to focus on acting. Some even become AV. Yes. What would I consider an old idol? In J-pop terms, honestly, I mean, there's groups that have like 40-year-old males. A lot of voice actor idols are technically like a lot older than what they portray. So I would actually consider like maybe 60? 60 is probably a good number. Honestly, I would love to see an Obachan idol group. That is like my dream. I want cute little Obachan singing and dancing. That'd be so cute. That would be so adorable. I'm sure it exists. Yeah, I mean, like, go for it. If I turn 80 years old and I'm still like up geriatric J idols, the J in that stands for geriatric. But like if I'm still like jumping around at 80, I will still do stuff at that age. I mean, there's YouTubers that are 80 or 90 and they are so cute. 80-year-old man still in protection kawaii. It's like, hey guys, today I tried to bend down to reach my knees, but I couldn't really do it. We're gonna try tomorrow, okay? Okay, so for today we're playing, what was it again? Shoot, let me go grab my notebook. I wrote it down somewhere, right? Oh. Boy, I can't read my handwriting that much anymore. I think I need new glasses. My reading glasses are kind of old right now. Okay, you know what? Screw whatever we were planning. We're just gonna... Oh, my back. Just, guys, let me stand up for one section of this stream. We can do 3D live. I don't know. Oh yeah, hand cam of glasses. Today in hand cam, you'll see my shaky hand trying to screw in some glasses. Screw. Grandma, yeah. Welcome to Grandma's channel. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. So, maybe I'll be pretty fine. And then you hear like the grandkids in the background being like, "Grandma's acting weird again." Like, Mom, Grandma's being weird at the computer. And I'll be like, the youth. Oh, the youth. Ah! No. Then you talk about how cute the granddaughter is the whole stream. Yes. Yes. And I'll be like, you know, today, grandchild, Gobi. I don't know why Gobi. Grandchild Gooby. She fell when she was trying to tie her shoelaces, and I took a picture of it. Here, I'll send it. Ma! Grandma's showing the failures of my life to like people on the computer. Oh my gosh. That'd be so cute. I would love. Imagine your channel's the only one still alive when others aren't. Oh, that's kind of morbid. No, oh my gosh, that'd be so morbid. Like when you graduate, it's gonna turn into a completely different term. It's not graduate, it's like when you go to the graveyard. Ooh. I don't know if we want to go there. But on happier terms, we're gonna go through some more like goods related stuff. It's no, instead of a white background, you use a tombstone and it's an obituary. Ah! Oof. Oh my gosh. Graduated from the earth to the afterlife or ascending, yeah. Oh my god, this is hilarious. I need a tissue. I'm crying. Oh my gosh. That'd be hilarious. I would. Oh yeah, Uchiwas. What the heck is an Uchiwa? An Uchiwa is not Sasuke Uchiha? I mean, yes, technically, if you imagine Sasuke, his family, his clan has a picture of a fan as his, like, logo. That is what it is. I can't say it isn't. You collab with Gen 35 Kohais? I'll be like, what's their name again? They're like, lately I have trouble remembering everyone's names. I'll just call them A-chan and B-chan. Uchiwa sen Uchiwa. But these are generally giant fans that you, as a fan, can decorate to spoil your Oshi with love and affection for concerts. Like, usually you'll see this giant fan in one hand and then a pen light in the other hand. And that's just to signify, it's a better way to signify, like, your love for your Oshi. Because you can decorate them. You can decorate them with, like, giant pink letters and be like, Ran-chan! And then, like, when you wave at the idol and they see it, they're like brimming with energy and they like thank you and stuff. Some people remember fans from their Uchiwas. But you can also buy official ones either at the official goods store or at the concerts. Those ones are kind of creepy. Like, it's literally just the real person's face on a fan. And sometimes they have the weirdest shots. So it's like they're naked. Okay, like they have bare shoulders showing. Like, oh, that's a little. They'll literally take like a picture where it's like implied that at least they're topless. That's a thing. But yeah, it's just to like show who you are a fan of. And sometimes it's really hard, right? It's really hard to see into the concert halls. If this concert hall is like, I don't know, 10,000 people, these fans, it's hard to see. So you try to make them all like glittery and cool. That's what an Uchiwa is. Pen lights or Saium. Saium. I don't even know how to say it in English. At least there's katakana for me to pronounce it in some sort of form and fashion. Some sexy collarbone action? Heck yeah. Swim in those collarbones, yeah. But yeah, there's pen lights, glow sticks, or Cyanurium. Cyanurium is technically for the chemical ones where you go like, you break it and then it has the glow for like, I don't know how many hours long. But it could be used to refer to like digital, like battery charged glow sticks, and they are expensive. They are pretty expensive. Like one of these things could be $45 or more, $60 just for one. Depends on how intense you can change the colors. I mean, like, yeah, it's like my icon. You can, my little emote with the cute little glow sticks. You can have multiple colors showing from one glow stick, or you can buy glow sticks that are only showing one color. And usually whoever's like singing the current song, you try to like match the color to the idol. But like if it's like a group song, then you can just like show your favorite. Purple for Ran. I'm blue. My color is blue. Don't do purple. Don't do purple. I will cry. But yeah, the fan lights sometimes at the beginning of concerts, they'll run through all of the different colors. Sometimes it's before the concert, or sometimes like you just have to know as a part of the fandom, you just are expected to know. But the glow stick on the emote is pink. One is pink and one is blue. One is pink and one's blue. But yeah, then you try to like match it with all the other people. Sometimes you can buy these like specific glow sticks at the convention, or you bring them along yourself. We are not even halfway done. Help me. Almost 5 and we haven't even finished halfway. Okay, I'm gonna speed up here. Checky cat, here we go. What is a checky? What is a checky? Why we always call checkies? Checky is basically an instant camera. Basically it's a Polaroid. The ones that you take a picture and then it goes and then you shake it so that the picture appears after 2 minutes or so. This is when you take pictures with either idol or like the group, and depending on the idol, like the pricing and everything, you could ask them to like draw stuff on it, put stickers on it, and decorate it. But sometimes you just purchase already completed checkies of the idol, not character. Those are pricey. Yeah, they could cost quite a bit. Those are mainly cafe things. A lot of underground idols, Chica idols, one of their merch that they usually offer is checkies. And they can either come with a couple of shots already couple of them already taken, and then you buy them up front. You'll be like, oh, I want this picture of the idol. But other times you can grab like a picture with them and they'll decorate it and thing. Kind of prefer to do it on your own phone. Digital will last longer. It is true, yeah. The thing with like digital, I think, of course you're allowed to do it sometimes too. But it's mainly for merch purposes, so they really have emphasized on this like physical merch concept. It'd be fun to do like a Purikura style. Purikura style collaboration where you get to take pictures, funky pictures with Ran. Purikura style. And then I get to help decorate it. That'll be really fun. You can, sometimes when you are taking the picture on the spot, you can ask for specific poses. So if you're trying to do a heart with your hand or a heart with an arm, you can request that. But you absolutely cannot do physical contact. So you're gonna be playing the brain games, the mind games, and we'll be doing perspective shots with your idol. So they could do the heart with their hand, and then your heart with the hand is like slightly in front of it. So like the camera, when the camera looks at the picture, it looks like it's the complete heart, but you're never touching. You can do the hover hands and stuff. But yeah, no physical contact, you will be banned. Two-shot. Two-shot is a sub-form of Chekikais, where you are the one person and then your idol is another one, your Oshi or something. Or something. If your Oshi is a banana, it's totally fine. But yeah, this one is for 2-person only, so you can snap a picture with your one Oshi, and that's called a two-shot. Zen-in or Zen-tai is with the entire group. So you are just like, you're the third wheel of the group. Affectionately. Basically, the entire group poses, and then you're like either in the center or on the side, but you don't really get a say. You don't really get a say on what you want them to do and stuff. You might be able to for a price, but usually it's just like a full group with you in it. Okay, and then in terms of other types of events, on the side looking awkward, I mean, yeah, why not? If you don't want to be like the center of attention, you can ask to be on the side or in the back, just kind of peeping peeking up from the back. But yeah, birthday events. My birthday event just happened I think it's like almost like exactly 1 month ago. But yeah, birthday events is a form of celebration, where an idol's birthday is celebrated. It was an amazing time. I had so much fun. Wish it was longer, but man, I had fun. But yeah, it could either be a solo live, like a full solo concert. Could be just like very casual game with fans. Sometimes we didn't have cake. I regret. You know, I regret not getting cake. But I had boba, so I guess that makes up for the event. But yeah. Cake during MC section. So like if the idol group is on a tour and one of their birthdays so happens to fall under a day where they are hosting a concert, then usually during the MC time, they will roll up a giant cake. They will like roll out a giant cake during the MC section and we'll ask them to like sing a happy song, and like they won't get to eat the cake on the spot, unfortunately. They will save the cake for later, but actually you don't even know if the cake is real. But yeah, usually they will do a cute little session. They may or may not have an extra extra solo song or something during the concert. But it's gonna be a special event, right? More than likely, if your favorite Oshi birthday lies on a concert date, you're gonna be expecting a lot of the crowd is gonna be fans of that particular Oshi as well. And you get to see really cute things, like the sea of the colors and stuff. Cake verse is better than boba. Okay. Alright, who's gonna 1v1 me here? Boba is so much better than cake. What are you talking about? Would be better if they pop out of the cake. Cake smashes are a thing too. The face to the cake thing. It is possible. Yeah, boba is superior. Heck yeah. No, I have boba in my pocket. It's just hard to show right now, but I have boba in my pocket. Sometimes during a birthday event, fans would even make like floral standees to celebrate. So like at the front of the concert hall, you will see like floral standees of like flowers, balloons, or like artworks and stuff celebrating a birthday, which is so adorable. I love it. Had a root beer float cake once, never saw one ever again. Ate the whole thing because I was the only root beer float cake. Wait. Is it liquid or is it solid? Is it like a cake with the taste of root beer, or there's just cake in the root beer? I haven't had good root beer in a while though. It was a cake with the taste of root beer. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, interesting. Huh. Yeah, now I'm kind of curious what that would taste like. I'm really curious now. I think it can work. Because at least the root beer that I have has like a slight vanilla tang taste to it. It's not exactly vanilla, but you get the same like aftertaste. So I would be down to try. If I can't find it anywhere, I'm just gonna dunk vanilla cake into root beer and then eat it. Jimusho, office or agency. This is the corpo. This is the corpo side of a J Idol's activities. The ones that dictate what the idol does or doesn't do. It's the managing office, usually P-chan, the producer-chan, the producer and like the managers and stuff. fall under an agency, and any sort of like offers for promotional stuff or anything, you need to contact the agency. And some agencies are very strict. Stato Entertainment, when they were known as Johnny's, did not allow anyone to show pictures of any of their idols' talents for the longest time. And they had a strong iron fist with the newspapers and like the gossip magazines and stuff. Allegedly. So they had a say in like what gets shown for all of their idols. But nowadays they're a little bit more lenient. They started letting idols open up social media. For the longest time, they weren't allowed their own personal accounts or anything. So all of the promotions and stuff were like very, very strictly decided by the management. But there are other cases with like smaller agencies and stuff where the idols themselves need to do most of the work, and then management just has like a final say to things. That only really applies to like smaller companies though. Smaller J-pop groups. So like for example, Stato Entertainment, some of their groups, they manage, like the groups themselves manage the entire concert set list, how the concert looks like, even the goods they decide themselves, and they just need to get management's approval. In other instances, the manager or the producer is the one that dictates, like, you will be singing this song, you will be singing these songs, you are perfect for like this type of music, you're gonna sell these items. A lot of these things they don't really share publicly for a while, but lately I've been kind of like just checking out interviews and stuff between idols, and they've been more open about what kind of stuff they do and don't do on their own. Oh yeah. For example, voice actors. Not exactly J-idols, but similar. One of them wanted to start their own YouTube channel, and they needed permission from their agency, their voice acting agency, because they have to decide, right? They have to decide whether or not the splits, like how does the monetary stuff come into place when monetization happens. But they were talking about it. They were like, it took like a couple of years before my agency finally let me open up my own YouTube channel, and like I can do whatever I want here. But other times, like the YouTube channel is managed by the agency, so it really depends. Jimusho, that's usually what you call the agency. Producer. Okay, what the heck is a producer? I keep like putting this word around, but I don't think that people outside of like producing in like TV series is different than a producer in a J-idol group. So a producer is someone who decides on the concept from the very beginning. So they do the auditions, they hold auditions for the groups, for the idols, for the company. They take care of scouting talents that they see would match their company. They go into choosing who ends up where in which group, or whether or not they even debut. So they have a lot of power. They have a lot of power into the company, because they're known as like the P-chan, right? They can tell you yes or no as to like what kind of songs you can sing. Kaya-chan! Welcome! Thank you so much for the raid! Hi! Welcome! We are talking about J-idol terminology. Today we're talking about the types of like J-idol activities and what happens. We are still quite a bit We still have a couple of terms that we need to do. But right now we're talking about agencies and P-chans. I call them P-chans, but like most of the time I think they're not all females. But I mean, P-chan is cute. Where are you on the slide deck? I'm on slide 1. I'm still on slide 1. But I switch cards on the same slide. My infamous single slide deck that I swap things in and out. But yeah, P-chans decide on a lot of stuff. If they say you need to get a bowl cut tomorrow, you will get a bowl cut tomorrow. If they say that you need to dye your hair blonde, you have to dye your hair blonde. I mean, what, the slide deck? Where am I in the slide deck? Not in the slide deck. I'm currently where I'm kind of on the side here commentating. I'm speaking as an otaku, sharing my love for J-pop groups. I want to be a P-chan one day. That'd be kind of cool. Alan, thank you so much for stopping by. Have a good rest. But yeah, producers very loosely are the ones that decide your future. Some producers are very like light-handed. They don't really do much. Some of them are like very strict. Depends on like the management team, depends on the agency. But yeah, they're mostly known for like scouting and recruiting, dictating what kind of genre you fall under. They're the ones that pitch like group concepts and stuff as well. And they're not a manager per se. The producer is different than a managing role that takes care of the day-to-day logistics of an idol. Sometimes they don't even have managers. Some idols, they have to do things themselves depending on how big their agency is. Tojitsuken or token. These are single day tickets. The day of tickets that you get for concerts or events. Token Tojitsuken is like more widely used for like other things as well. But if you hear anyone say token, like Token Rambu, you definitely know they are an otaku. That's a cute little trivia thing. Token is more used and referred to between otakus. The producer thing from Idolmaster is a thing. Yeah, and like producer in that sense can also be for, I don't know, there's like a really famous J-drama called Nobuta will Produce, which is, it's about two guys who are trying to help one of their classmates. They produce her to become more self-confident and stuff. So produce is used in other aspects of life as well. Token, kind of weird that token uses both kanji for sword. Is there any meaning behind? Yeah, Token Rambu. It's the more nerdy name for tickets. Like Tojitsuken, the one on the left side, like if you read the kanji and stuff, it's more general use. Token just uses the same syllables, the sounds, as Tojitsuken, but like in a more nerdy way. That's all I can describe for it. I don't know too much about it outside of it being super nerdy. Taiban! Taiban is an event with several groups or artists that are stuck to a timetable, and usually they announce the timetable ahead of time so you can check out your favorite groups, like when they start playing and stuff. Nothing to do with swords. Yeah, nothing. Absolutely nothing to do with swords. It's just silly. Nerd. We're all nerds. It's okay. This is a nerd-friendly space. Please nerd with me. I don't want to be alone. Metrock. Metrock is a very, very, very well-known rock-related music festival that just happened. Yeah, like a music festival. It doesn't necessarily have to be a festival, but yeah, music festivals like Metrock is an example of a taiban. It's just any event that has several groups artists on a specific timetable. So at 2 o'clock, boy band A will be playing, and at 3 o'clock, girl group C will be playing. It could span over several days. But I love Metrock. Metrock is fun. Sometimes they don't show the songs until months later. And then I solo the rest. 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 7 o'clock. That's Ron's time. Girl group C, my new favorite. You know, imagine that there was a girl group that was just called girl group. You know how in K-pop there's like all these really random mishmash of letters and numbers? Why can't we just have a group called girl group? Nothing more, nothing less. Goju, the 50 sounds. This is just referring to the Japanese alphabetical order, like the shoot. A O I O E U Kaki Ko Ke Ku. There was another blip on the map. No way. They get no. If they weren't a blip on the map and they actually got so popular, they're just gonna take that word and like noom into space. But it's just referring. This thing is just referring to the order of the groups and the artists. I don't think it has to be like alphabetical order, but like the meaning of goju on, like 50 sounds, is the 50 syllables. Doesn't have to be 50 people performing. Ladi lulelo, yeah. Ladi lulelo. Mami mumemo. It's just to let you know that there's like a list. There's a list of artists performing. It's not a single event or a single group. Tsugi, my uli. Pre-sale. Pre-sale tickets. These, if you manage to get one of these pre-sale tickets, you are guaranteed a spot in the concert. Yeah! So this can be purchased directly from an artist. So if they are a smaller group, like an indie group or something, sometimes just saying that you will be there, replying to their like social media post is enough for you to be considered added to their list. And when the day comes, you just like say your name and stuff and you're in. Other times, oh boy, you're gonna have fun. It's gonna be a gacha. You must be a part of the fan club, so you have to pay money to be in the fan club. And then you will then get a chance for a lottery system. I think there are terms for the lottery system itself. I didn't add it in, I'm a silly person, but there is a term for that. It could be a lottery system, and then when you have the chance to win in the lottery, that's when you then go to like a 7-Eleven to purchase your tickets. You do everything at a 7-Eleven or like konbini, and not just a 7-Eleven. I can't be biased. You go to a konbini in Japan and you have to be like there physically in order to print your tickets, get verified that your name is on the ticket, purchase, like pay for the ticket. Everything happens at a konbini. But yeah, these gacha tickets can be horrible, or it could work in your favor. Like, I don't know. Good luck. And other times, it's just a set time and date when the doors open online and you have to just like quickly select a seat. Any seat. Just grab one. Oh no. 2 minutes have passed and all the seats have sold out. Too bad. Convenience stores in Japan sound insane. They are insane. You can do everything with them. It's crazy. You can even like you could get everything in one. Like everything you need for a trip, you just go to like several convenience stores because sometimes you won't be able to grab everything you need in one convenience store. You need to go through several, but scalping bots, yeah, that's even the lottery systems, they do that because it's like scalping issues, right? But even then, some people resell their tickets that they won through lottery. So it's not like a guaranteed secure thing. You can pay bills and ship stuff. It's crazy. You can do everything. You can make photocopies. You can go to the toilet. It's truly convenient. Yeah. Truly convenient. You can even throw your garbage in there. Crazy. Yeah, so a lot of different pre-sales, but this just guarantees you a seat in the concert. And sometimes like pre-sales, you might not be able to like grab a seated place. Maybe you're just going to go into one of those like general pits at the front of the concert. But you are guaranteed a spot somewhere. In a lot of concerts, you can see seated positions for like, if the event is a stadium, people have seats all around the ring. But as you get closer to the stage, it's just stand-up positions. So you are standing there for a whole 2 hours. Hold your pee in, guys. It could be 2 to 4 hours before you get out. Because you bet if you need to leave for the toilet, your spot is gonna be stolen. If you don't have like a seat number. Your standing spot is gonna be taken up by someone else who like nudges forward. But yeah, it could be pretty competitive there. What fun or goods? Just bring a bottle. Maybe you're not allowed bottles. Usually use the restroom before going to any concert or some large event that is long. You see, I always try to do that too, but the excitement gets to my stomach. I get so excited, I'm like, that I need to go to the bathroom during the concert because I was like, I'm enjoying it and like the sweet release of like euphoria makes me want to go to the bathroom. It's painful. Secretly wears diapers. You know what? Maybe I should do that next time. If I do that, then maybe people won't be standing that close to me either. I should bring diapers. That's a good point. But yeah, Bupan goods. This is like the location where you go purchase merchandise that is sold during an event, a concert, or anything. More personal. Too stinky. I mean, yeah. I mean, like, yeah. They wouldn't like being near you if you smell bad. Anyways. Merchandise goods. These can start early in the day. So, like, if a concert's at 4 p.m. or something, they could open the doors for merchandise sales at 12 p.m., 12 noon. Sometimes you gotta go early. Sometimes you can go there to pick up your goods that you bought beforehand. Sometimes they have limitations to how many goods you can get. And for really popular groups, good luck getting anything if you're not there like 3 hours early. Other times you can get stuff until they sell out. So it could be like at the end of the concert and they still have a couple of goods left over. Their shop could be open until then, until they sell everything out. Taijo Gente. Merchandise that is available only at the event, particular event or venue. So, limited edition merch that you can only buy when you queue up for one of these goods. For example, the Hatsune Miku glow sticks. Not sure if you guys have heard lately, but the Hatsune Miku concerts have been going on, the Miku Expo. And people they have to buy specific glow sticks for the events. They cannot bring their own glow sticks to the event. So the venue is selling glow sticks, but I don't think the number of glow sticks that they sell is like 70 or something out of, I don't know, like 200, 300 people. So it's pretty competitive to go grab one of these limited edition goods. And there wasn't any line between the general admission and the VIP tickets and the stuff. Everyone just had to line up to get the goods. I think that was stupid, but also, like, you have to consider they probably made the glow sticks overseas and stuff, and shipping. I don't know. I don't know. They probably could have done better in logistics and stuff, but who knows what happened behind the scenes that made them have such limited amount, because I don't think that. It's kind of stupid. Like, people are willing to spend money on it. What are you doing? Like, actually, what are you doing? You're missing out on so much money. But yeah. Limited goods, go grab them. Good luck. Seiri Bango! Uy, 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 uy. When your ticket has like a number that tells you, that dictates what order you can enter the venue. It's kind of like airplane tickets. Like, yeah, sometimes when you line up to go on a plane, they'll be like, Zone A, please line up. Same thing. This generally just lets you into the venue, into the seating area, in an orderly fashion. The better your number is, the more likely we can get to the front of the stage and have a good standing seat area. This is more important for like open seating areas. If you already have a ticket that has a specific seat number and stuff, you don't have to worry too much about going in. It makes the attendees have a worse time and are more likely to say something online. Yeah, it's... overall, I think the Miku Expo experience is just... could be better. I have a lot of friends that went, and they are not that happy. I mean, they enjoyed it, but they weren't that happy with the experience. Peasants in Zone E. Man. I wish I could be in Zone A one time. I want to experience first class on a plane. I don't necessarily think it's gonna be the most money efficient thing that I did. Like, a lot of the stuff you get on the plane is free wine. I'm like, I don't really want wine. Free wine at the beginning of the flight. Free wine during the middle of the flight. I'm like, I don't really want these things. I just want to sleep. Tried it once, not worth it unless the flight is 8+ hours. Yeah. If you're going for like, I don't know, a 1 hour flight, 3 to 4, maybe get business class. Oh, I would love to try business class one day too. I am but a peasant in economy class. Private lounges during flight connections, definitely worth it. For sure. The chairs are generally larger. You can like slide them down and stuff. Yeah. The food is better apparently. But like, if you're up in the air, your taste buds are already not that powerful. They're like nerfed in the sky. So I don't know, if you gave me a steak in the air, I don't know if that will taste any better than the slices of meat that they give in economy class. Also, I just want cup noodles. If I go into business class, can I get unlimited cup noodles? That's all I ask for. Hatsukiyaki in the air. What? Do the flights you take usually give you vegetarian options? I mean, most of the flights I take, they don't even have food. Like, yeah, you can opt in for like the longer hauls. You can say that you're like halal or something. Yeah. Air Canada food I had going to Japan was so bad. I usually just fly ANA. I heard JAL is good too, and if you want to try something a little different, go with Korean Air, and their experience is also really good, I heard. I've never tried, but my go-to is ANA. I just didn't have any, like, touch wood, bad experiences with them so far, and the legroom and stuff is a little bit bigger. Don't ever fly Catholic. Don't ever do that. Yeah, JAL is top class. I want to experience one. I heard that like Zip Air, Zipline or Zip Air is a cheaper alternative right now to go to Japan, and it's produced by JAL. Zip Air, yeah. But like you have to pay everything yourself. Even the cup noodles. Wait, can I just bring cup noodles with me? But then I have to like make room for the cup noodles. Never mind. It's not like they can provide me with a bowl and I'll be like, I want to make my cup noodles in a bowl, thank you. What were we talking about? We have only 2 more, so we can also talk about airports and stuff after this. Musen eBay. You can buy them at the airport. Guys, airport food is expensive. If you want to get water, it's like $5 for a bottle of water. Huh? Musen eBay is just like an event where there's no entrance fee. You could just go in to chill out. Not much to say about it, but go early. Otherwise, you might not have a spot. Oh, that was the last one? Oh, yay, then we can talk about airplanes still. Yeah! Stupid airplanes. I don't know, I'm kind of curious about Zip Air, but I don't know if the price difference, like once you add up all of the add-ons, if it's gonna be much different than just like purchasing an ANA ticket. I just love the little song that the ANA crew gives at the beginning when you go into the plane, and when you leave the plane, they have a cute little like, thank you for riding with us. Oh, this music comes in. It's always the same music. Bring your own cup noodle and ask for hot water. But how do you not crush your cup noodles? That's my concern. I'm kind of worried. I'm like, I'm gonna just crush it. Because I'm already like carrying so many things with me. But there's so many things that I can't check in. Like anything that has a lithium battery, right? You can't check in. So battery packs and like all that junk has to be with me. And then if I'm on a long haul flight, I want to have my cables and my charging plugs and everything. We have a magic compartment box. Share that with me. Why am I out of loop? My carry-on has pockets on the outside, but doesn't. I guess it depends on the airline. Sometimes they like double check your luggage and things, and some places are very strict on like if your thing bulges out of the wire thingy that they check it with, then you're instantly gonna check in your luggage and stuff. Carry-on is checked in. For free, they say, but like... Bruh, I don't have anything I can check in. You told me I can't bring lithium batteries in the check-in. Why would I want to check in my luggage now? That's kind of dumb. But it also depends on the airline. I still think most of the time the food is just a waste for me because like I don't have enough time to finish it. Like I have so many gripes with the airplane food, especially in economy class, not because it's not tasty. It's just that by the time they come to your seat, sometimes you don't have the options anymore. And then you're like, okay, I'll just like choose this, option B. And then they give you option B, and 2 minutes later, they give you the ice cream. I'm like, huh? I haven't even finished my meal. And then 2 minutes later, they're starting to like take your food away. Like, guys, I haven't even finished eating. And then after they take your food away, that's when you get the drinks, because they missed out on the drinks. The drinks cart is very slow. I've had troubles with all of that before. International travels? Yeah. For me, it was international travels because, for example, when I was out and about and abroad, almost every time they had to ask for like long haul flights, every time they had to ask whether or not people would volunteer to check in their luggage because it was a full flight. And there's a bunch of people that got through customs or like the security, airport security, with giant luggages. Like clearly those are way against the restrictions, right? And then like because they can't really directly yell at you for not like compliant luggages, they'll just like ask you. So like this dude in front of me, this old man in front of me. Oh my gosh, I remember that. Okay. I was lining up behind this old dude, and his luggage was clearly like 1.5 sizes of my check-in luggage. And my check-in luggage is already like fully compliant, but to the max of the dimension restrictions. So if I see any other person with a luggage that is larger than my luggage, is clearly beyond the allowance. And this dude, this old man, what's it called? What are those? What is flight attendant? A flight attendant comes by the line to like look for people to check in their carry-ons. She was like, sir, have you considered, would you like to check in your luggage? And the dude's just like, no. No. He just like shook his head, went, no. My glasses. Yeah, so... And then she was like, oh, okay, I'm so sorry, sir. And then she walks past me because she knows that my luggage is okay. So she walks past me. And then he has the audacity, this old man has the audacity to look at me and look at my luggage. And he was like, his eyes are clearly like telling me like, why didn't she ask you to check in your luggage? Your luggage is like clearly big. Like his entire body actions, his body language, and his eyes, and like his clearly he was like, I don't know. I'm like, old man, why are you looking at me for? What are you looking at me? I can't say anything. But clearly your luggage is way bigger than mine. In the end, though, he had to go to the bathroom and the line started moving, so his luggage just like kind of just left there in the line as we all shuffled forward to get on the plane. And to the point where people started worrying is like, whose luggage does this belong to? Because you're not supposed to leave your luggage unattended, right? But he didn't want his spot in line to be gone. So he left his luggage in line and then went to the bathroom, which means that he left his luggage unattended. And everyone was like panicking. They're like, oh my gosh, whose luggage is this? Do we want to touch it? Like, what is the story behind this like unknown luggage? And it's bigger than an allowed luggage, carry-on luggage. So it's even more sus. I could have smirked at him with a huge smug. You know, I don't know. I was too tired. I think it was a really late flight. It was a really, really late flight. Or like, it was past midnight. I don't remember very well. I clearly just wanted to go on the plane and sleep. I was like, I don't want to do this. I just want to sleep. Because the plane got delayed several times. And I don't remember much because my brain's hazy. I didn't want to start a fight with an old man. Clearly I'd win. But I just don't want to start a fight with an old man. But yeah, it's dumb. It's not going to hold his spot. And he didn't tell anyone where he went. He just like left. He just like shrugged his shoulders and went to the bathroom. Like, of course, I keep an eye. As tiring as I was, I'm very, very cautious about my surroundings, especially in an airport. So I kept an eye on, like, I saw him go to the bathroom and stuff. I just didn't say anything. I didn't say anything to the attendant. Suffer! Everything about that story was frustrating by proxy. I'm glad I got the point across. Ron gets into a fist fight with an old man is something I'd pay to watch. No fist fights, only arm wrestlings and thigh wrestling. I hate when people leave their luggage unattended. Yeah, because like, to skip the fee because it causes so much issues. It delays the flight, right? Yeah, and then they also have to be like, oh, they kind of like go into the plane, try to put their luggage at the top, and then get yelled at by the attendant. Like, no, sir, you cannot put this here. You're lucky my sword is stuck in my checkout luggage. Yeah, it's in the oversized baggage area. I have to pay extra fees for it. If I had to pay extra fees for it, you have to check in your luggage. Run hand sumo? Yeah, smack. But yeah, honestly, it does piss me off. Like, I try really hard. I actually go out of my way to make sure every time I fly on another airline or something, I meet the requirements, and if not, I will go out and like try to find some sort of bag or something so that it meets the requirements. Meanwhile, everyone out there is just like pretending that they don't know anything, and then they go in with 3 bags. Because some people buy stuff in the duty-free shops, right? And they just assume, oh, as long as I buy stuff in the duty-frees, it counts towards my allowance. But no. In fact, I double-checked. I need to prop up my glasses for this. I double-checked on the airline site. You must consider these bags as one of your carry-ons. So you must check in the rest of them. Ugh. I try to pack light. I don't always end up doing it, but I try to pack up light so that I meet the requirements and stuff. And I just want to breeze through customs. I just want to breeze through my flight. It is stressful, and Which I mean, this kind of ties into my announcement for today too. I mentioned it a little briefly last stream because I didn't know the times and stuff, but now that I know, I can officially announce that I'm going on hiatus again, even when my upcoming hiatus is not started. I humbly apologize to everyone. It is not within my powers to stop this from happening. But unfortunately, I will be away again. Swordmaster Society I've got some beef with Swordmaster Society. I have some extra stories after I finish announcing, but I will be gone the week of the 9th of June, so I will be here. I will be back from my hiatus for Off Kai, so that's Sunday the 2nd. I'll be here for Tuesday, Thursday, potentially Saturday stream. Honestly, I might be too stressed out. That week, I will try to put something up on the calendar, and if worst comes to worst, they will just turn out Gorilla, but I am actually so stressed out from this additional stupid Swordmaster Society requirements. But yeah, I will be out until when I come back, it'll be the 18th. That should be my scheduled stream once I come back and everything. Like I am so annoyed by this. You know why? Because as we're talking about flights and stuff, if you are asking me to do purchase tickets less than a month before the flight and stuff, everything is jacked up. Guys, don't ever, if you can, try to plan your flights and stuff like at least 2 months in advance if possible. I had to go over the budget. Like, I have to pay out of pocket. They're not gonna fund me for the entire time. They're not gonna reimburse me fully. Like, I am quite angry about that. They don't care. But they're just like, we expect. No, first of all, they're like, the Swordmaster Society quickly apologizes of this sudden notice, but you must come anyways. So what if someone can't afford the trip? Kubida. Kubida! You will be off the chopping block. Most likely. Allegedly. You will not have earned any favors from the Swordmaster Society, and you must perform Sudoku. But like I did say before, like if you have like a legit reason, like you've planned an event and you've already put it into the system and stuff, that's okay. You can technically seppuku? No, we don't talk about seppuku. We talk about sudokus here. Yeah, so some people aren't even coming. I'm actually so frustrated because you know how when you're purchasing tickets for planes and stuff, you have different options. You can get the non-refundable one. You can get a refundable one with like a chosen seat. You can get like insurance and blah, 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 blah. They couldn't even cover the cheapest option. As long as your flight doesn't get canceled unknowingly, let's not get started. You know what? If they cancel it and give me money back, that would be nice. and I don't need to go. But yeah, like, it has given me so much. Just I'm already really stressful from this upcoming hiatus. It's not something like I don't even have time. I literally do not have time to prepare for whatever Swordmaster Society asks me to do. They're like, be prepared, come, make sure you read our 50-page document on the tasks that we will be doing. And then make sure you prepare your files and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, bruh, I'm gone. Gone for like... To keep my sanity every morning, I do exercise. To keep my sanity, I sleep well. I try at least. I haven't been sleeping well, honestly. I'm just gonna say it. I'm having trouble sleeping. But I'm doing everything I can to like keep a straight face. I mean, like I can't honestly. The first thing, if anyone needs any help with this stuff and anything, first thing of all is like you can't do anything about it. This is a situation you cannot do anything about it. All you have to do is just let it go. No matter how much like your brain will try to think about it, just like keep saying it out loud. You can't do anything about it. It will come. It is destiny that it will come. But yeah, just get your mind out of the gutter. May it be playing Wuthering Heights is coming and I can't even play it. Oh, may it be like playing Hades 2 during your off-stream times. May it be just chatting with your favorite VTubers. Just like breathe out the frustrations. You can do it. I believe in you. If you're stressed right now, I believe in you. We are all, I hope we're all supportive of each other's stressful times. I will be cheering you on. Yeah. I'm really excited for Offkai though. I really hope they do that announcement soon. That's not my announcement to announce, but hopefully the production kawaii Twitter will announce soon so that I can finally say what I'm doing, but yeah. I will ganban my hardest. I might this random additional trip might delay my June's music cover. It might delay it. We'll see. Because honestly, I don't know if I will be so exhausted by the time I come back if I have time to work on it. But in other words, I am looking forward to this weekend. I'm so excited for the cup noodles. Kind of expect, unfortunately. Yeah, like I'll be working on some of the upcoming videos and mixes, so I want to do the All-Star one. I'm still recording that one. I want to do like a really trolly, silly video for that. I'm excited, but I really hope I have time to actually flesh my ideas through because I take pride in the stuff I produce. I am a producer of some sort. But I'm so excited for the Cup Noodles stream on Sunday. We're gonna be doing a vertical Zatsu on Saturday, but Cup Noodles, man, I'm so excited. Every day I'm craving instant noodles because of this cup noodle box. It's just staring at me. I don't know if it will take the entire time. It seems like an easier model kit, so I might continue with the Kamen Rider once we're done. I still have nightmares about the Google Doc. Oh yeah, I uploaded the Darama jingle with the duck quack for the shorts. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Find the duck. I love how it perfectly loops. Thank you so much for replaying it. It's helping a lot with the numbers. Watch as you have to connect every single noodle strain. Oh man, unfortunately, like the outside packaging actually shows you like some of the runners for the kit, and the noodles seem to be like a small puzzle. It's not as intense as the Yu-Gi-Oh puzzle, the pyramid thing. Actually, speaking of my Google Doc, how is it going? I mean, there's more stuff that is green. Some of the lines are green. I can also cross that off, the cup noodle one off, once we finish that stream. But yeah. So, oh, I guess I can also give an update in terms of some of the art that I asked. It's still my manager's still trying to find artists for some of the art-related Donathon rewards. But other than that, I'm working on scripts. I'm working on learning All-Star. So yeah, hopefully we get to start seeing some of the longer-term projects come out. Probably late June. When I finally have time to like do everything and record. It's been a busy start to spring. Really want to see Komi draw Ran? I mean, I did put some suggestions for some of the artists and stuff for the artwork. I don't think anything has been like super finalized yet. So I can poke my manager about it. I would love to see one too. Komi draws really cute. I love all the images. Yeah. It's been a rough start to this season. But I'm kind of optimistic about the future. Once all of this is done, I will be like so relaxed. Maybe. Probably not, but step by step, baby steps. I think it will be okay. Everything will be okay. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap up stream here for today. I don't know how I can even like... I'll probably append an extra note on my Twitter post and community post, just giving everyone a heads up that I also will be on hiatus, another hiatus, right after my hiatus. I unfortunately do not have as much stuff planned for content-wise. Well, I have a couple of shorts that I can upload every so often. I'll see if I can at least like put one or two of those for the week that I'm away as well. Let's pull through. We can do this. We can do this. Thank you so much for coming by today. Saturday will be my next stream. I can't wait for another casual Zatsu chat. We will be... I mean, I themed the stream to be 17. Let's try to reach 17k. I'm gonna be optimistic about that. But otherwise, I hope everyone has a wonderful, almost weekend. Enjoy the warmish weather if you're having warmer-ish weather. And I will see you all then. Bye!